Details are unfolding, and so are reactions. Joining us on the line, Vancouver School Board Student Trustee Jing Wang. Jing, thanks for joining us this morning. And first things first, your initial reaction when you heard news of the tentative deal.
It was great news to wake up to this morning. I was extremely overjoyed knowing that, I would finally be able to go to school soon. And I think the news was still rather shocking to me, but nevertheless, it was great news.
What shocked you about it?
I think it was just because both sides have been so far apart. That was the last thing we heard from both parties and from Vince Reddy. And so I think waking up this morning to hear that, a tentative deal has been made it was just fascinating to hear.
And Jing, what do you think students can take away from this? Because obviously a frustrating ordeal for students eager to get back to class, especially those in grade 12. When you look at the example, the negotiation on both sides, what can students take away?
I think, students now understand that our BC education system is still rather unstable sometimes, and these kind of labor disputes can really happen anytime. And I think that's also a good note for younger generations to take note of. As a senior student, I don't want to be able to see kindergartners of today go through this again when they're in grade 12. So I think a stable deal needs to still be made, and these negotiations still need to take place, and there still needs to be more communication between two parties and between parents and students.
It's a very wise way to look at this, getting prepared for a future generation. Jing, now tell us about what your opinion or what you're hearing from fellow students in terms of moving forward now. 5 weeks of school have been missed. How do you make that time up? How would students prefer to make that time up?
I don't see many students looking forward to, lengthened days or cutting into spring breaks or winter breaks. I think students would rather, go out and study independently themselves a little bit more than they usually would. And I can see a lot of senior students working even harder now that university applications are so close and scholarships are even sooner. So I think a lot of students will just be, in a rush. But I think there's nothing we can really do about it.
Jing Wang, Vancouver School Board Student Trustee, thanks so much for calling us and giving us your reaction this morning.
Thank you.
It is going to be a hot topic, how to make up those 5 weeks. Interesting point of view from a student trustee saying, put the onus on us, give us the opportunity to make sure that we are prepared for the school year, even a shortened school year, without changing the flow of it.